Hey team, Paterson here. Today we're diving into your portfolios to see what's working and what could use a little polish. Whether you're a seasoned designer or just starting out, there's something here for everyone. So let's jump right in. So I asked you guys a few weeks ago on Threads if you wanted to share your portfolio with me, and I might be able to give you some helpful advice to increase your portfolio skills and to get more clients. I've been a brand identity designer for over a decade now. I own an agency and we know a thing or two about portfolios. So watch to the end. AdiPatton.com, let's have a look. First of all, I really love the boldness of your design. First thing I see is just basically you introducing yourself. Now, I'm going to use my portfolio site as a bit of a reference to show you what we've done. Now, as an agency, we're slightly different. I'm named Will Paterson, it's willpaterson.design. And the first thing that pops up is a branding connoisseur. That sort of brands us as kind of branding people. That's what we do. We don't just design logos, we're a team. We obviously scroll down, we have some animations that happen and it talks about me and my history a little bit, the services and our work. This is the kind of funnel where we want people to go. With yours, obviously you said this is your name and that's great. And I love that. You've got a very distinctive style, modern and sleek. As we scroll down, we see a bit of your work, which I really like. What I would like to see though, for clients to really know what you do, because you do branding and like UX design at the same time, the problem that we have with that is that we don't know which one's which. Obviously here's UX, maybe branding as well. This one's obviously branding. I would have two columns of either branding or UX design, because a client will be coming to you, or a potential one will be coming looking for a specific problem to solve. Let's have a look at this. Well, I kind of like this. There's a lot of information here. Dialogue, connect to protect. It's very big in your face. So what I like to see here is more of the behind the scenes. You've got a lot of information here. It's more of a case study and I really appreciate that. And here we get to the behind the scenes. Lovely. We see some work going on. I'd like to see some images of you actually designing it so we get an experience. There is so much going on here. Look at this. This is the Figma page, is it? Of all the UX stuff. Oh wow, great job of adding this in so people can really dial in. Really love the identity behind it too. Well done. So if I'm going to award these websites out of 10, I'm going to say that this one is a solid 7, because I think what you could benefit from is less information in the outset, so here, and just more of the visual side of it, and maybe keep this, what is dialogue and the goals, but then have a page for a case study or for more information where people can go to, or even just have a lot of this stuff down here further up at the top so people can really see what you've done. Let me show you what helps us out a lot to show clients how we work. Let's look at this scroller box one. Scroller box is a client of ours. Obviously we have the hero image here, we have project summary, but straight away we actually show the process of how we designed it. Now remember, clients aren't just coming to you because you're good at what you do. They like the way you do it as well. They like your personality throughout. So we try and show the bit of behind the scenes here with some images, and it's very short, this one. If I head over to Raspaderia, which is another one with the food truck, here we've got a lot of behind the scenes and the ending results that we have there. This kind of gives clients an idea of, we're bespoke. We don't just do everything on a computer, which kind of explains to the client why we do what we do. Everything we do on here is signifying that there's no AI, there's no real computers at work. It is drawing. Okay, Tarun, let's have a look. Okay, so Behance. First of all, make your own website. Behance is great. It gives you exposure and it puts you on an even keel with some of the best designers in the world. But having your own website is your own identity, it's your own brand. I like to say it's your own corner of the internet. Creating your own website now, especially for your portfolio, is easier than ever before. Did you know on Squarespace, you can actually just have a template for a portfolio if you just wanted it to be purely functional. But then you can carry on designing on Squarespace. It's really simple. It's got a fluid engine, which is really nice. It basically means it acts like a normal design software where you can just design the website however you want, add different elements in really easily, click and drag in, no code required. You don't need to be a web developer wizard to know what to do. And from there, You have your portfolio, but not only that, you can sell courses, you can have a blog, you can have a capture form where you can capture client information, you can actually schedule consulting on there as well. Squarespace does literally everything. So if you want to have 10% off your first purchase with Squarespace at the checkout, then use my code or check the link down in the description. Thanks Squarespace for sponsoring the video. This one has got less quantity. You've got 3 projects. Let's have a look. And I guess these are passion projects too. Ooh, these are nice. Very visual. Mackay was born with 2 friends. Born when 2 friends were discussing about their love for chai and wondered what if, like coffee, we flavored a tea. Okay, interesting. Because of this portfolio piece, you've got a lot of mock-ups in there, which is what I like. I like the colors and everything else, but there's no behind the scenes. I love this aspect here, pattern and shapes. Check this out. This feels very much like the Lush shop where they have the guys that come in and do the lettering with chalk. I think they do that in Nando's as well. I like that. It feels very hands-on, hand-drawn. The logo itself, I think, could be shown a bit more. It's on the left here. It's left justified. Why isn't it not got a hero image at the top? For me as a client, when I'm walking through this and checking it out, I'm thinking, what can you do for me? And I'd like some more information about how you created this. I think you guys are going to spot a pattern in this video, which is it's not just about the end product. It's about the creation of it, the story behind it. If you show your process all the way, then people will enjoy it and trust you more. And you have a specific style as well, which is cool. I like that. And this is your logo folio. I do like logo folios. It shows your skills. And I think everyone should have one. In fact, I think I have a portfolio, but it's for lettering really. And funny story, when I was doing this live stream here, I think I quickly added this in and just basically just dragged all of my lettering in here, and it became featured on the graphic design on Behance, which was weird. But I'm glad people liked it. But essentially, this is all of my works here that I've just added into a portfolio to show. And it's just a showcase. There's no real behind the scenes. And sometimes that's okay. It just shows your skill level. Out of 10, I would give yours a 5. You could add more information, have a website, but also I would show behind the scenes more. Make what you've done, really show it off. Don't try and create it as a package. The idea of a portfolio is to have your brand on it, but to show what styles you've created for another brand. The Armored Artist. Okay, this is your first design website. Let's take a look. Your website's very dark, son. Graphic designer, video editor, and digital artist. So you do a lot. Okay. There's a lot of information here. Don't do that. The reason, and I don't mean to be mean, but you don't want to have a lot of information at the start of your portfolio. It really doesn't help. People aren't going to read that. They just want to get to the nuts and bolts of what's happening, like here. This looks a bit cheap. Although it's a cool effect and it's a style, the contrast with these don't work well with this animated background. It kind of makes me feel a bit motion sick. Let's look at logos. Some interesting detailed logos here. What I like is that I can see your level of skill as we go through. I can see the consistencies that you have. But what I'd love to see more, and I think what would be beneficial to you, is to spend more time on one logo project. It doesn't matter what you do. On your portfolio, quantity does not match the quality. You need the quality over quantity. Let's see the full project. I do like the fact that you've shown the logo and we have the full project here, but there's not enough information there. Bullseye Sports. Now this is cool. I like the consistency throughout, but I feel like the website could do with a bit more, be a bit cleaner. There's a lot of information here. And by information, I don't mean words. I mean just images in general. You've got this sort of image behind with this guy pulling up this strong man. Oh, he is strong, isn't he? See the muscles on the back? Look at that. It's like a bullseye there. But it's kind of making me motion sick, and we've got all these sort of graphics here as well as text and logos. There's a lot there to not train the eye on. We want to have the eyes trained on the prize, on the logo. And again, there's a lot of information in this one section here. We want to try and keep these sections here, especially when you're introducing a brand, really short and sweet. In fact, Apple do this really well. iPad mini, hello Apple Intelligence. I know this isn't a portfolio, For anyone in UX, they know it's really important for the experience to just have one-liners, basically. Fantastic, classic, iconic, now supersonic, new finish, never quit. They have different sections with taglines, which gives a bit more idea behind the product. The same should be true for this. Out of 10, I'll give that a 6 out of 10. That doesn't mean that 10 is like the best. I think if I'm scoring it, right, I'm ticking off things. I reckon you could show images of behind the scenes. Take your phone. When you're drawing sketches, just take pictures of them and add them to your portfolio, explaining how you did it. For you guys, taking pictures and showing that is boring because you just want to show people, look at this finished result. But the secret is clients really love to see the mystery behind it. It's not a mystery to you, but it is a mystery to the client. So Spilt Inc Studios, let's have a look. This is your first portfolio and you need some help. Okay, first of all, love the logo. That's interesting. It's very detailed, very rustic. I like it. You need to sort out your titling. So that should be a bit bolder, I reckon, where we bring brands to life. Okay, so if I was you, this is a lot of information for a headline. Remember when I show you my website, first thing you see is branding connoisseurs. It trains the eye in so clients can see what they're getting, what this is all about. Who are we? Well, we're branding connoisseurs. We're kind of just like, we love to create brands. We've created a lot of them. We're connoisseurs. It's kind of a weird thing, but it works. So instead of welcome to Spilt Inc, this is already the welcome. You should probably say, we bring brands to life. Okay, so let's say this is your website and I'm designing it. So if this is your website and this is your logo, that's your navigation. Let's make this slightly better. We'll simply say brands come alive, something like that, because that's what you're saying in your main context there. And this could be a real start to our identity. Obviously, I'm using all the wrong fonts and stuff. So here's just a really quick framework that you could choose. So right now you have your navigation and you have all this. Instead of all this information that no one's going to read, you want to show the work pretty quickly and you want to have a statement. Brands come alive, boom, get that centered. Information, click on this, and then boom, some more information, like another project down here. Obviously, I've just created this in like 2 minutes, so it's not going to look the best. But this is what I would do, is have a simple strategy of like, have a name, so your logo, have a mission statement or something that is personal for you, just underneath, and then right here, have your project, and that will help. Now, when it comes to your work, this is pretty good. I like all the mock-ups that you're showing. It's really nice. Try and caption them. You have a contact us page up here, which is vital if someone wants to work with you. The project goal, I like that. Do we have behind the scenes? Let me check. No, we don't. We don't have any drawings for behind the scenes. Tell your clients or potential clients the struggles that you had and how you overcame them. They're not just hiring you because you can design a logo. Anyone can do that. They're hiring you for your unique methods of solving problems. So although I love the logo here with its like cool typeface and, you know, probably hand lettered typeface, I would suggest to show the issues that you had, caption them, and then also on here, create a blog, create a case studies page where you can take this and maybe have a button right here to say, learn more or read the case study. That way, you've got the perfect balance of showing the brand and how it is seen to the public, which, to be honest, I would have this as the hero image up here because it shows most of the design. And then you could show the case study where people could then funnel in and learn a bit more about who you are and what you do. If I was to give you a score out of 10 for your portfolio, I'll give you a 7. Because I think your work is great, and on your actual portfolio page you have really nice amount of works here, but you haven't given me any sort of process idea. I'd love to see a case study and actually read about this, taking me through a story. Obviously, a lot of you will argue like, where's yours? A lot of the work that we've done can't go into case study because of the NDAs in there. However, when we speak to clients, we give them all the information. Let's look at James Janney's work, for instance. Here we show the original or the logo. We show the actual drawings of things that were behind the scenes of why I chose what I chose and where. Then obviously the animations helped, and then we have a testimonial from James Janney, which is very nice of him. And then on our videos, we actually show the breakdown of some of our branding. I think we do this with Raspadilla down at the bottom. Over here, we have a video where we show the process so people can actually watch this. And this is more of a case study. So no matter who you are, where you come from, you got to have a portfolio. And if you want to send in your portfolios, then follow me on Instagram, follow me on Threads, let me know some questions you have down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys in the next video. Have a great week.